basically understand first of all about grammar. What you're supposed to focus on grammar in IELTS writing, use task specific sentences. Simple, like for talking about past. Mostly when you write an essay, so it's not in past but it's in present. Okay, but sometimes when you refer to past, then use past tense, like something happened in the past, or you used to do something in the past, or people used to do something in the past, then use past tense. Okay, and for present time, mostly for stories, past is used, but for essays, for letter writing, mostly present tense is used. Okay, use simple present, continuous, progressive, and use present perfect tense. So what's the difference between present perfect tense and past tense? I went, I have gone. Meanings look same almost. So what's the difference between the two? मैं गया, मैं जा चुका हूँ. So basically, there's little difference. Difference is that in past tense focuses on time. Like I went to Dubai in 2017, right? So this is the exact time. I have gone to Dubai recently. I have gone to Dubai. So here time is not important in present perfect tense. Okay. So grammatical accuracy is very important as far as IELTS, especially sentences. And don't use simple sentences. Use complex sentences, compound complex sentences, and use interrogative, negative sentences, reported speech. You are supposed to prepare something that is like something in which you have all language skills shown, displayed, that you have command over writing. Got it? Okay. The next point that was important is about written grammar. So all these are important. Comparatives. What are comparatives basically? Comparatives are basically comparisons, degrees of adjectives, and conditional sentences, right? You should use at least one or two conditional sentences. Do you have any idea about conditional sentences? Anybody? You have four conditionals: zero conditional, first, second, third conditionals. Zoom out to the LED as well so that you see here and then you understand these points well. What are modal verbs? Anyone of you? Modal verbs in IELTS writing. Modal verbs are basically, for example, can, could, may, might, would, ought to, right? Should. So, might. How to use these modal verbs in your essay, that's important. And then passive tense. Show that we have command on passive voice as well. At least write a few passive sentences as well. And when examiner prepares the report, examiner focuses on whether you have used complex sentence, simple sentence, or compound complex sentence. That's important. So there are 3 or 4 types of sentences, just to give you an idea. So that mostly what students do, they use simple sentence. Okay, the formula for this is SVO. Okay, simple sentence. Subject, verb, object. Object is not necessary, it is not mandatory, so it is complement. But subject and predicate or subject or verb make a sentence. Okay, and complex sentences, we use subordinate conjunctions in it. Okay, subordinate conjunctions in complex sentences. And then you have compound sentences. What type of conjunction used here? What conjunctions? Coordinate conjunctions. Can you give the example of coordinate conjunction? Anyone? Examples of coordinate conjunctions. I told you the acronym, that is SPAN voice. You remember? Yes, sir. So wherever these conjunctions are used, it means that this sentence with 2 clauses having coordinate conjunctions is compound sentence. When your report is prepared and you're given marks or evaluated, then examiner focuses on whether you have written complex sentences or compound sentences or compound complex sentences. So the formula of this one is SVO, CSVO. There are two clauses in it. In complex, one clause is dependent on the other, and there we use subordinate conjunctions, while in compound sentences, mostly we use what? Coordinate conjunctions, 10 words. S stand for? A for? And N for? B, O, or. Y? Yet. S, so. Where you use these conjunctions, that sentence will become a compound sentence. It is understood, right? There's another sentence type that is compound complex sentence. What is compound complex? Then you have two independent clauses and one dependent clause, mean in which there are coordinate conjunctions and there are subordinate conjunctions, both are used there. So that sentence become compound complex sentences. Two clauses must be independent and one should be dependent. So the formula would be three clauses: SVO, SVO, CSVO. So there can be more conjunctions as well, but two clauses are independent because we use coordinate conjunction and we don't use any conjunction there. And one clause is dependent because their subordinate conjunction is used. So this is formula for compound complex sentence. Understand? It's time taking, but I'm just giving an idea. Then I will share with you sentence type slides, sentence types and functions. You know exactly. Maybe I shared already. I'll share again, inshallah. Okay. This is about sentences. Parts of speech must be correct. And see your mistakes when you submit your work. Before submitting, see if you have any problem with punctuation already. If you have, when you finish, then review that, and when you are satisfied with your work, then definitely it's going to be submitted. But make sure that you use full stop after you complete a statement, and where we use question mark, there we have an inquiry, interrogative question statement is there. And where we use exclamation mark, where we have some surprise, feeling of wonder, where we use interjections, right? And where we use semicolon, that's important. Between two independent clauses, we use semicolon as well. So use these punctuations so that you show to the examiner that you have command of punctuation. This is part of presentation feature, you know. Spellings must be correct. If spellings are wrong, the marks are deducted. Okay. So these are some important features you need to work on. Alright, so they will evaluate you on the basis of grammatical range and accuracy. And in grammatical range and accuracy, two are basic points which you need to work on. Parts of speech must be correct, use of parts of speech, and what? Sentences. Okay. English established on two basic features. You must be correct in writing sentences, and you should use a range of vocab so that you show your command on the language. Okay. So this carries 25% marks in IELTS writing. Now I'm going to evaluate your work. We'll focus on this feature, how you try to do work with grammatical accuracy. Understand? And show your level, that your advanced level at least, or upper intermediate level in grammar. Thank you.